contributing to the Black Feather. And we said, well, we got to do something with all this stuff. We'll make a museum. So we cleaned out an old grain bin, and I put up these, bricks and boards, and I set up Black Feather Museum, and we began to put all the things in the museum and label them all. And I will never forget this. It was a late evening. I was in Black Feather Museum because, of course, I was the museum curator. And I'm looking over all these shelves of things. And I see this big magpie nest, and the way a magpie makes its nest is just mud and sticks and just, big old mess. And then it was right beside a Baltimore Oriole nest. And, they're like this tightly woven sack. And I'm looking at the nests and the bones and the feathers and the castings, and there is something in my heart that just begins to awaken. And I'm just amazed. And I couldn't even name it. And then I walked out the little grain bin door, and there was this sunset. And it looked like somebody had taken these buckets of paint and just slung them up there with orange and purple. And it was just color everywhere. And in my heart, I said, there is a God. And then a year later, when I was 16, somehow I ended up at a youth meeting in the basement of a church. And my classmate, who was a girl who was very into drugs and sex, and have you ever seen someone who just looks hard? Her features just look hard, and she had a scar here. She always looked hard. Well, she had been at a camp that summer, and she came back, and this person was glowing. And she's saying, I fell in love this summer. I fell in love with Jesus, and he saved me from everything, and she's just glowing. And I said, I want what she has.